So we'll need to learn about preferences. Preferences are basically relationships which help a consumer decide on which bundle to pick. So let's come back to our case of this person with some consumption set on goods X and Y. So suppose he has two options A and B. Suppose there are two bundles A and B which he can choose from. Okay, so there are two bundles in his consumption set which he is getting an option to pick from. Now how does he decide that? So he'll take use of his preferences. So what are preferences? So you can call preferences as a black box which takes consumption bundles as input and gives the output with a relationship between these two bundles. So it's a binary relationship. The word binary means it can only connect two people at a time. Okay, so it's a binary relationship. It's not a function, it's a relationship. We'll see why it's a relationship and not a function in a bit. But what it does is, suppose you have two options A and B. What you do is you give A and B as the input to your preferences. We represent preferences by this symbol which we call as the swiggle. Okay, so you give A and B as input to your preferences, and your preferences will give you an answer like A preferred to B, which means choose A, or A less preferred to B, which means choose B, or A indifferent to B, which means pick either of them. Okay, so let's say the two options that I'm talking about are pizza and burger. Okay, so you go to your friend's birthday party and you see that he has ordered pizzas and burger for you, so you don't have to pay. So there's no question of budget constraint and everything. Now what you do is you go to the table and you have burgers and pizzas lying in front of you. So what do you do? How do you decide which one you're going to pick? So in your mind, we as economists believe that in your mind there is some black box which is basically your preferences. So the black box takes inputs as pizza and burgers and gives it output that maybe if you are a person who likes pizza, the output will be B preferred over A, that is you should go for the pizza option, or A preferred to B, that is going for the burger option. Okay, so that's a very simplistic kind of an understanding of how preferences work. Now obviously in real life there are not going to be just two options, there are going to be a multitude of options. For example, if I go on Amazon, suppose I have 50 or 100 bucks in my pocket and I can buy anything on Amazon, I'll get at least a million products I can order from Amazon. Okay, so our choice is rarely restricted to just two options. So there will be a ton of different options which I can choose from. So now the question becomes, how do I decide which option I will choose? So since preferences are binary, they cannot compare all the options at once. So what will happen is, suppose there are three options A, B and C available. So what preferences will do is, first it will compare A and B and give an output, then it will compare B and C and give an output, and then it will compare A and C and give an output. So for every pair it will give an output. If the final outcome is something which is very obvious that you should go with either A or B or C, then you will make that decision. But in certain situations, decision making is not that simple. For example, you are going and buying a laptop, and there are different features of a laptop that you have to choose from. For example, one of the feature is weight. The other feature is, let's say, processing power. So some laptops are very lightweight, some laptops have very good processing power. If you want a good processing power, you go for a heavier laptop. That's the idea. So at times it becomes very difficult to decide how much of processing power and how light a laptop you want to pick. So it's not very obvious, but given two bundles at a time, you can always compare which of these is better. So preferences can tell you, but that is the problem of choice. The problem of choice is, if you bombard the consumer with too many choices, he is unable to decide. And that's a reality which all of us are facing. Initially we did not have a lot of choice. We would go to our local mart and we'll see 5 options, we'll pick on them. now we have hundreds of options on Amazon and people are finding it difficult to choose from hundreds of options. So working with preferences is difficult for this very obvious reason that you cannot compare all things at a time. So what we need is, we want to convert preferences into some kind of a function so that we can compare all these bundles. Okay, so these functions we call as utility functions.